Top of the morning, y'all. I couldn't decide if I wanted to watch the Democratic National Convention last night or slam my head in a sliding glass door. But I was helping my son do his homework, and one of the questions on there is, what are the three branches of the government? Y'all remember this from back in school? Is judicial, legislative, and executive. And I had to correct his homework. I was like, son, that's not right. It is 2024. Let's get with the times, okay? It is corporations, pedophiles, and the media. You know, that's going to be on the test at the end of this video, so I will make sure y'all jot that down. RFK's running mate, whose name is Nicole Shanahan, if y'all been watching it all, has humiliated the Democrats on the national spotlight yesterday when she said RFK and herself are considering joining the Trump campaign. Wait, that can't be real though, right? Let's watch the video.
There's two options that we're looking at, and one is staying in, forming that new party, but we run the risk of a Kamala Harris and Walt's presidency because we draw votes from Trump, or we draw somehow more votes from Trump, or we walk away right now and join forces with Donald Trump, and you know, we walk away from that and we explain to our base why we're making this decision.
There you heard it, y'all. That's pretty freaking awesome to hear. I don't know why I didn't expect to hear something like that. But I'm gonna say this right here. I really like RFK. Matter of fact, I'm a lot like y'all. You probably like to sit down and have a beer with the guy. Even though he's from New England, I'm from Mississippi. I feel like we would get along. I feel like there's a lot of common ground there. However, I still don't fully trust him because he just seems like a mercenary at times. You know what I'm saying? He's playing both sides, seeing who's got more interest in this or that. And his last name is Kennedy. By the way, I know that JFK was a Democrat when he ran back in the 1960s, okay? That's well documented, that's well known. However, if you're taking today's standards, that man, JFK, would be more conservative than Mike Huckabee after a week on Carnival Cruise Lines, and you know it. But I think RFK is a good guy, and if he got a cabinet post, it would be a signal to the moderates that, hey, we all just need to cool down and everything's okay. But RFK has a special hatred for Biden and Harris. Don't let him fool you. I'm just saying. He has a special hatred. The Kennedy family is the most assassinated family in American political history, and the Biden administration refuses to give him Secret Service. There's been death threats out on this man's life, and they won't even acknowledge his candidacy because he's going to steal votes directly from Harris. So his running mate yesterday on this podcast saying that Biden and Harris are trying to directly sabotage their campaign. Look, there's bad blood, y'all, and there should be. Harris is an outright demon who can't lead a Girl Scout troop down an assembly line of cookies, and she wants to lead America. The media ain't gonna say it, y'all, but this is very, very humiliating to the Democrats. If RFK jumps on stage and he's shaking hands with Trump on the national spotlight saying, I'm gonna join in with him, it does one major thing. It makes the rest of sane America look at the right and look at the middle and say, that's probably where we need to be. It's going to make them look exactly where they belong, on the far, far left, extremist, crazy, nut house, mentally ill Democrats that they are. Sitting there in their convention last night building a freaking wall all around the convention while you sit up in your castle and talk about defunding the police. You know what I think? I think Trump has already told him personally that he's got a cabinet position. I think so. Probably working in the environmental agency somewhere, which is stuff that he's passionate about anyway. And look, conservatives don't want a messed up environment. Are you kidding me? My boys and I take my boys every single year out west to the mountains to go hike. We want a pristine environment. We hunt, we fish. I got a biologist that sits there in this lake and shocks it and makes sure everything is perfect. We're obsessed with having a pristine and pure environment and making it operate the way the environment should. It's just we don't want to participate in your fairy tales. If you're talking about fairy tales, then we're out. If you're talking about the fiction of if everybody in America just drives EVs, then we're going to somehow cool down the entire, world or something like that. Or if you're talking about the fact that beachfront property is going to be underwater soon, we're out. We don't participate in fiction. And by the way, neither do the Obamas because they put their mansion right on the freaking water. So as long as you don't push your fiction on us, we're good. If an RFK endorsement actually happens, I want to say this, it pisses off all the right people. And that's the best part, y'all. This is going to be more fun than calling a feminist on her landline and asking if you could speak to the man of the house. It's going to be awesome. Come on in, RFK. The water is fine.